Hey everyone, welcome. You've all seen them, right? Those huge, glossy college posters promising you the world. They're designed to make you dream big, and hey, who doesn't want that? But what if the biggest, shiniest number they're selling you is, well, kind of a myth? Today we are going to de-influence that college placement brochure. We're going to pull back the curtain and see what's really going on. Let's dive in.
And there it is, the golden ticket, 20 lakhs per annum. Wow. It's plastered on billboards, on websites, everywhere. It's just screaming success at you. And honestly, it's the number that makes you think, okay, my life is totally set before it even starts. Your imagination just goes wild.
And of course, this is exactly what's going through our friend's head. Let's just call him the freshman. He's already picking out the color of his new car. He's browsing for apartments. I mean, he is living the dream. But here's the thing. That entire dream is built on one very, very tricky little word: average.
All right, so this is where the plot thickens. That big, shiny average you see, it's not just a number. It's kind of like a statistical magic trick. So let's learn the secret behind the illusion and talk about the average versus the cold, hard reality. Okay, let's break this down. It's surprisingly simple. Imagine there are just 10 students in a class. One of them, a total superstar, lands a jaw-dropping 1 crore placement. Awesome for them, right? But the other 9, they all get a perfectly respectable 5 lakhs each. Now, if you do the math and average it all out, that one huge salary drags the average all the way up to a whopping 14.5 lakhs.
So, here's the thing you absolutely need to remember. The average, which is technically called the mean, gets totally warped by outliers like our 1 crore superstar. It doesn't tell you what most people are actually earning. The number you really want to ask for is the median. Think of it as the true middle. If you line everyone up, the median is the person smack dab in the center. 50% of people earn more, 50% earn less. It's the real, no-nonsense number.
And in our little example, guess what the median is? 5 lakhs. Yeah, that is a world away from the 14.5 lakh average on the poster, isn't it? This is the reality for 90% of those students. It's a great start in life for sure, but it's not quite the buy a sports car on day 1 number they were selling you. But hold on, because the rabbit hole goes even deeper.
You'd think that's the end of it, but nope. Because even when you get that offer letter in your hand, the number you see often isn't the number that hits your bank account. This brings us to the next level of the game, decoding all the salary jargon.
Okay, you're going to see these 3 letters everywhere. CTC. It stands for cost to company. And this is crucial. CTC is the total amount of money the company is spending on you. That includes your health insurance, your PF contributions, maybe even the cost of the coffee in the break room. It is absolutely not your take-home pay. So, let's get back to that 20 lakh dream package. Our freshman finally gets the offer, he opens up the big box thinking it's full of cash, and poof, out fly all these other things. You've got stock options, a one-time joining bonus, performance-based pay, and suddenly that little slice labeled actual in-hand salary is looking really, really small. Yeah, he's looking pretty confused, and honestly, can you blame him?
And yep, every single one of those pieces has a hidden catch. Those employee stock options? You might have to stick around for 4 years before you can actually cash them in. That joining bonus? Sweet, but it's a one-time thing. It's not coming next month. And that variable pay? Well, it varies. It depends on how well you and the company perform. It's not guaranteed money in your pocket.
Okay, so this isn't just about some funny math or clever wordplay. These misleading numbers have serious, real-world consequences. They can lead people straight into a debt trap. And this, right here, is why all of this matters so much.
Here's the heart of the problem. Students and their parents see that shiny 20 lakh average, and they go out and take massive education loans, thinking, hey, no problem, we can pay this back in a couple of years. They're making one of the biggest financial decisions of their lives based on what is basically a marketing gimmick.
And then what happens? The actual in-hand salary comes in, and it's way lower than they expected. And that can kickstart a really nasty cycle of debt and stress. You're working your tail off, but your paycheck is just barely covering your loan payments and your bills. You feel like you're on a treadmill, running as fast as you can, but just not going anywhere. This is what people call the middle-class trap.
All right, I know that all sounds a little heavy, but here's the good news. Now you know the game. Knowledge is your best defense. It's time to arm yourself with your own financial self-defense kit so you can stay smart and make the right choices.
It really comes down to 3 simple, golden rules. Rule number 1, ignore the average salary. Flat out, always ask for the median. Rule number 2, don't get hypnotized by the big CTC number. Do the math. Ask them to break it down and calculate what your actual, in-hand, take-home salary will be every month. And rule number 3, ask about the placement percentage. A high median salary doesn't mean much if only half the students are actually getting placed, right?
So now, the next time you see one of those brochures with a giant number on it, you'll know exactly what's going on. You'll know the right questions to ask. And let me just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. If an institution isn't being totally upfront and transparent about something as important as salary, it kind of makes you wonder, what else might they be hiding? Stay smart out there.
Let's discuss that in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching Alux Live. Subscribe for more.